What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I want to bring to you this week my predictions video for Michigan's huge game this week against Wisconsin. It's their first real road test, first road game, and first real test of the season. To me, I feel this is going to be a litmus test of how well our team is going to be for the rest of the season. And definitely we need a win this week in order to keep our season alive. A loss here isn't the end of the road, but it's definitely a huge blow to us making the college football playoffs for this year. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel. You think that we have a good chance of winning this week? Do you think that we're going to get blown out? You think it's going to be a close game? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below about our chances this week on the road. So, before I get into what I think are going to be the keys to the game, I just wanted to bring this up and put this out there. Right now, whether it be just people that I see online or people, the people on TV, the so-called experts. Everyone seems to be pretty down on Michigan, having us going downwards, and pretty high on Wisconsin, trending upwards. And I guess from watching the two teams play so far, we've only both played 2 games, both had this bye week off, so it's given both teams a chance to heal up and then prepare for this game. But to me, anyways, and this is just my personal opinion, I feel as though I don't know how good Wisconsin really is. Now, they seem, obviously from the 2 scores that they had so far in the 2 games, where they've just blown the teams out of the water and shut them out, that they're this huge juggernaut of a team that's just going to steamroll over Michigan. And then on the other hand, you got a Michigan team that's quote-unquote struggled, so far out the gate and is barely even, surviving games and lucky to be 2-0. So you see 2 teams, one team seems to be here, one team seems to be there. But I honestly don't know how good Wisconsin really is. And the reason I say that is I'm not going to judge the teams based off of their records so far, obviously because they're even, and I'm not going to base it off of the results of those games, because to me, the 2 teams that Wisconsin have played so far are not on the levels of the teams that Michigan has played so far. I went back and looked at the records and the games of the teams that they've beat, that Wisconsin has beat so far. And it doesn't look too promising. It doesn't look too impressive when you look at who Wisconsin has actually beat. So, they beat Central Michigan 1 week, and they beat University of South Florida in the first week. South Florida has been an absolute disaster. I think they've really struggled. I think their only win was against like an FCS team. And for the second game for Central Michigan, I think they're 2-1, but their 2 wins are against an FCS team, and then barely beating an Akron team that's 0-3. So, not exactly too promising. I think, and I think South Florida even lost to Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech, from what I saw last week, lost to an FCS team. So it's not exactly the best competition that Wisconsin has played so far. Now, obviously, they're going to have some sort of advantage from playing at home, but I don't think they're as good as their play has shown so far. And I don't think Michigan is as bad as their play has been so far. Yes, they've been very sloppy. Yes, their offense has struggled, and part of that struggle is because they've been sloppy. But I think that this game, we're going to see an improvement in their offense. I think that they're going to really open things up, and I think they're going to play better this week than they have the previous 2 weeks. Um, like I said, I think Army is a better team than people give them credit for. They're right outside the top 25. And I think by end of the season, they're probably going to be a top 25 team. Middle Tennessee State, I don't know. We'll have to see how they end the season. But that they were a bowl team last year. So it is what it is as far as that goes. But let me get into what I think are going to be the keys for this game. I'm going to start on defense. Obviously, on defense, Michigan first and foremost has to stop Wisconsin's running game, shut down Jonathan Taylor. They did a great job of doing that last year, and it really limited their team, offensively, because to me they were one-dimensional running, and their key was running the football. If they couldn't really do that, then it forced them to rely on their quarterback, and that didn't work out too well. And I think it's going to be the same strategy this year on defense. So defensive line play is going to be very, very key to this game. And so far this season, I think that's been one of the disappointments on our defense, is that our defensive line hasn't been very dominant. They've been very, if anything, very ordinary. Not bad, but not great. Not getting enough pressure on the quarterback. And it just, it's one of those things where they've had to rely on blitzing in order to get pressure, which is no good because obviously that leads to having to play one-on-one man defense, and that can be exploited if you have offenses that can spread the field and have quick hitting type of receivers. So that's obviously got to improve, and it's going to have to improve for this game because that's what Wisconsin is going to do. They're going to try and wear you down, run the football. We can't have Jonathan Taylor running for 150, 200 yards and 3-4 touchdowns. This is one of these games where we got to contain him. He might get his yards, he might get 100 yards, but he's going to have to rush the ball like 30 times, and it'll be a low average per carry situation where they're not really moving the football, and we limit their touches and their. One thing that we have to do is just eliminate any type of big plays, especially in the running game. So let him get his yards in little bunches so he gets 100 yards, but it takes him a whole lot of carries to get it, and just eliminate any type of big plays. So pretty much that's it for the defense. That's all that is really important. On offense, this is the game that we have to step things up. I'm not sure what's going to happen as far as our running game goes. From what I'm hearing, True Wilson is injured, probably not playing. I'm hearing Zach Charbonnet is re-injured his knee, might need surgery for a minor procedure, and he might be out for this game. So I don't know who's going to be running the football. This is going to put a whole lot of pressure on Shea Patterson and the wide receivers in order to get the job done. So far this season, they've been pretty mediocre and disappointing, which I thought was not going to be the case. I thought this was going to be their strong area of everything, whether it be offense or defense. I thought this was going to be their strong point, their offense, especially their wide receivers. So this is going to be a game where they need to step up. Shea Patterson needs to open up the field. Whatever this offensive philosophy that was supposed to be implemented for this season, it needs to come in full force for this game. We need to see speed in space, um, different shots down the field, and hopefully Shea Patterson is not too injured, so we can open up the field and take shots down the field and get this offense rolling. It's not going to be from running the football, like I said, with the injuries. So this win is going to have to be on his arm and his arm alone. It's not going to be from us running the football, obviously. So hopefully Donovan Peoples-Jones is back. Um, you know, it'll definitely give us a huge boost. From what I hear, John Runyon Jr. is supposed to be back, which will help for protection for the quarterback, and hopefully help with running the football from whoever's going to be running the football. But hopefully Donovan Peoples-Jones is back. I mean, he's, to me, our best wide receiver, our biggest playmaker that we have, which also help us with punt returns, which have been pretty much an adventure with him not being back there. So hopefully this will solidify our offense and our special teams on punt returns, and allow us to be a little bit more stable and more reliable on offense. If he does come back, it'll definitely allow us to stretch the field a little bit more. Hopefully we have more, 3 wide receiver sets and some 4 wide receiver sets. And let's see this offense really, really work the way it's supposed to. Because up until this point, I've just seen Jim Harbaugh's offense, but in the shotgun. So, I think that, my honest opinion, I think Michigan is the more talented team. But it's always a challenge to go on the road and beat a team. And to this point, history has not been on our side, especially playing in Wisconsin. From what I hear, the last time that we won was 2001, 2002. I know for certain I've seen us lose a bunch of these games up in this point. But I think that the game is there for us to win. I think that if we limit our mistakes, don't turn over the ball, and at least have a half decent game on offense, I think that we have a real opportunity to win this game. I know we're underdogs, and I know that the past record has shown that us being an underdog on the road is never a good sign, especially against a ranked team. But in order for Michigan to take the next step and actually be a legitimate playoff team, these are the games that we have to win. We have to be able to go into hostile environments and get these wins. I don't care if we win ugly. I don't care if we win by 1 point. We have to get this victory. And I think that we have the ability to do it if we just play a disciplined game. So, I predict anyways that I think that Michigan is going to surprise some people and play much better than they have in the past 2 games. And I think that they're going to come away with a victory. I'm seeing it like 24-20 or 24-21, somewhere like that. The offense has to step up and the defense has to play another disciplined game, and just limit Wisconsin, especially from getting big plays, as I said before. If we do that, I think we have a good chance of coming away with the victory. Well, anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. It definitely helps my channel. Definitely share this video with as many people as possible to get the discussion going. As I said before, let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Do you think that we have a chance to win? Do you think that we have no chance, it's going to be a loss? Or just let me know if you're even unsure of who's going to win. And if you like my content, definitely subscribe to the channel. Like I said before, I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to get this channel as big as possible. So please subscribe to the channel if you like my content. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and go blue.